Hello everyone. Welcome to a very special, nice little video on the channel today. I am doing a 48 team prediction for the 2026 FIFA World Cup, which happens obviously next year because it's already 2025, so 2026 is next. Um, I got inspiration from international football guru SK. He's doing a contest on X on Twitter. Obviously, anyone can participate. There's a prize money that is involved. I'm not sure the actual amount, but obviously, please do join the contest. As I will be joining the contest once this video is up. You'll see my answers obviously. So I have to predict all 48 teams that are going to be at the 2026 FIFA World Cup, plus a few teams that will be making the Intercontinental Play-off. So I will be doing that right now as I'm recording, obviously. But before we do, please do hit the like button on this video. Subscribe to the channel if you are new, and obviously ring the notification bell so that you don't miss any updates. Obviously, I'm doing the El Toro La Liga show tomorrow when this is uploaded. So yeah, it's going to be pretty good. Let's actually get started. Like this is how I'm going to do it. Here is the map. The map of the world, people. Obviously you have in blue, you guys can see on the key legend over there, the teams that are in the color of blue means that I have them qualifying for the 2026 FIFA World Cup. And then that sort of beige tan like color saying playoff, that means they will be in the Intercontinental Playoff. And then obviously I will update that when I get there. So why not? Let's just get started already. 2 minutes into the video. We'll start with Asia. There's 8 spots for Asia. It's actually the top 2 of each of these 3 groups that will qualify. So these are the teams I am predicting to qualify directly for the World Cup. I have Iran, Uzbekistan, South Korea, Iraq, Japan, and Saudi Arabia. Those are the teams that I have making it into the World Cup automatically. And then the teams that will, the teams in blue, in the blue box, will be the teams that will be in the next round of the Asia qualifiers, which are these teams: UAE, Qatar, Jordan, Oman, Australia, and Indonesia. Those are the 6 teams. And then I divided them into 2 groups of 3. So we have these groups. In Group A, we have UAE, Oman, Australia, and Group B, we have Qatar, Jordan, and Indonesia. And here is the teams that I predict that will qualify directly for the World Cup from this round. I have Australia and Jordan making the World Cup directly. And then the 2 teams, because there has to be a second place team in each of these 2 groups, obviously. They will be playing in another playoff, basically. And I have these 2. I have the United Arab Emirates and Qatar, which means that in the playoff, it's between Qatar and against UAE. Obviously, both teams actually coincidentally in Group A in this current round of qualifiers. And the team I have making it into the Intercontinental Playoff is United Arab Emirates, which means the previous host, Qatar, will miss out on the World Cup. So these are the 8 teams that will qualify directly for the World Cup from Asia. Obviously, our UAE, you guys will have to find out whether they make it. So I have Australia, Iran, Iraq, Japan, Jordan, Saudi Arabia, South Korea, and Uzbekistan. So 8 teams will be making it from Asia. So we updated the map, as you guys can see. In the blue, obviously, are the 8 teams that will qualify directly for the World Cup. And you see UAE over there in that sort of beige tan color, the first of 6 that will be up there as well. Next, we move on to Africa. There's 9 spots because there's 9 groups. So the group winners directly qualify, which I'll put in the blue box. And then there's only 4 of the 5 second place teams will play in a additional playoff. So not every single second place team will be in the next round. So the teams I have topping each of these first 3 groups are Egypt, Senegal, and South Africa. And then, is there a team making it into the sort of little playoff from Africa? I do. I actually have 2 of the 4, and that being DR, Dr. Congo, and Nigeria. Moving on to the groups of D, E, and F, the teams I have qualifying directly for the World Cup are, well, the teams at the top: Cameroon, Morocco, and Ivory Coast. And is there a team making it into the little playoff from Africa? Yes, I have Gabon will be making it into the little playoff as well. And then we have the final 3 groups of Group G, H, and I. This is going to be a quite surprise because I do have a little surprise. Oh my God, I have Algeria, Tunisia, and believe it or not, I have motherfucking Comoros qualifying for the World Cup. So there you go, people. Might as well join the hype, you know. And obviously, will there be an African team in this little playoff? Yes, I do think there will be, and that will be Mali. Mali will be in the playoff. So these are the best 4 second place teams from the groups. And obviously, only one of them makes it into the Intercontinental Playoff. Who is it going to be between Dr. Congo, Nigeria, Gabon, and Mali? I have Nigeria. Nigeria will be making it into the Intercontinental Playoff. But yeah, these are the 9 teams qualifying directly for the World Cup from Africa. We have Algeria, Cameroon, Comoros, Egypt, Ivory Coast, Morocco, Senegal, South Africa, and Tunisia. So there we go, people. Update the map. There we go. You see Nigeria in that sort of tan beige color. Obviously, you have little Comoros, the islands. You can't even see them, but they are color blue, and it says they have qualified for the World Cup. Obviously, the other African teams with the Asia and the 3 host nations from the World Cup. Speaking of that, let's go over to North America, or the CONCACAF region. We have the 6 groups, and these are there's only actually 3 spots because 3 of them are the hosts, and the other 3 is these teams. The teams making it into sort of the next round are these teams. I don't really care how to say it, but then I did a draw. This is what I came up with in groups A, B, and C. In Group A, we have Costa Rica, El Salvador, Guatemala, and Cuba. In Group B, we have Panama, Honduras, Curacao, and Puerto Rico. And then Group C, we have Jamaica, Haiti, Trinidad and Tobago, and Nicaragua. So it's first place of each of the groups, and the two of the 3 best second place teams make it into the Intercontinental Playoff. So the North American region has 2 teams in the Intercontinental Playoff and 3 World Cup qualifying teams. And the teams I have qualifying for the World Cup are and the playoff or these teams in the green box are the teams qualifying for the World Cup. I have Costa Rica, Panama, and Haiti. I have Haiti qualifying for the World Cup directly. And then I have Guatemala and Honduras making it into the Intercontinental Playoff. So these are the 6 direct teams for the World Cup from CONCACAF, North American region. We have Canada, one of the host nations. You have Costa Rica, you have Haiti, you have Mexico, another host nation, Panama, and the team I'm just representing right now, USA, United States, one of the host nations, obviously one of the 3 hosts. So these are the 6 teams I have qualifying directly from CONCACAF. So update the map. There you go. You see a little bit change over there. Obviously, Guatemala, Honduras get that tan beige color for the playoff. Now, let's move on to South America, which I'll be honest, I'm not going to speak too much because it is quite straightforward. I have this. The top 6, the current top 6 will qualify for the World Cup, and I have Bolivia actually edging past Venezuela, Chile, and Peru. So these are, already I have it there. The 6 teams qualifying from South America, CONMEBOL, I have is the defending world champions, Argentina, you have Brazil, Colombia, Ecuador, Paraguay, and Uruguay. So, new update of the map right there, people. There you go. Obviously, Bolivia in that beige tan color in the Intercontinental Playoff. Moving on to Oceania, OFC. Only 1 direct spot plus 1 Intercontinental Playoff, which means that the team I have qualifying for the World Cup directly is New Zealand, and I have New Caledonia, who will be, I predict, to beat Tahiti, but lose to New Zealand like 5-0, whatever, making it into the Intercontinental Play-off. So New Zealand is the team I have qualifying for the World Cup, and you see New Zealand down there in the map, and you see that little bit. Oh God, I don't know what just happened there. You have that little beige color with New Caledonia. So yeah, so we actually already have our 6 Intercontinental Playoff teams, but we still have one more confederation. That is Europe. Obviously, there's the Nations League, so I know certain groups don't have certain teams already listed on it. The teams I have winning the quarterfinal of the Nations League are basically all the group winners from the Nations League A phase. So I have France, Germany, Portugal, and Spain all winning their quarterfinal matchups. Basically, all the group winners. That's who I'm predicting to do it. And that means here's how the group compositions are like. We'll do the first 3 groups and every 3 groups basically. So in Group A, we have Germany, Slovakia, Northern Ireland, and Luxembourg. In Group B, we have Switzerland, Sweden, Slovenia, Kosovo. In Group C, we have Denmark, Greece, Scotland, and Belarus. And the teams I have qualifying directly for the World Cup and the playoff for Europe, or basically the top 2. It is going to be the top 2. It will be Germany, Switzerland, and Denmark qualifying directly for the World Cup, and Slovakia, Sweden, and Greece making it into the playoff. Moving on to groups D, E, and F, we have in Group D, we have France, Ukraine, Iceland, Azerbaijan. In Group E, we have Spain, Turkey, Georgia, Bulgaria. In Group F, we have Portugal, Hungary, Republic of Ireland, and Armenia. And here we go. France, Spain, Portugal, not really any surprises there. All qualifying directly for the World Cup, along with Ukraine, Turkey, and Hungary all making it into the European playoff. And then we have the groups of 5. We have in Group G, we have Netherlands, Poland, Finland, Lithuania, and Malta. In Group H, we have Austria, Romania, Bosnia and Herzegovina, Cyprus, and San Marino. And then in Group I, we have Italy, Norway, Israel, Estonia, and Moldova. And these are the teams I have qualifying for the next phases or whatever. I have Netherlands, Romania. Of course, I'm going to have at least one bias. Hi, Romania. I know it's not the Romania shirt, but it doesn't matter. Hi, Romania. Hopefully, we can do it. And Italy will qualify directly for the World Cup. Meanwhile, Poland, Austria, and Norway will be making it into the European playoff. Moving on to groups J, K, J, K, and L, for losers. I'm kidding. We have in Group J, Belgium, Wales, North Macedonia, Kazakhstan, and Liechtenstein. In Group K, we have England, Serbia, Albania, Latvia, and Andorra. And finally, in Group L, we have Croatia, Czech Republic, Montenegro, Faroe Islands, and Gibraltar. And these are how it's going to come out. I have Belgium, England, and the Czech Republic, believe it or not, making it into the World Cup directly. And I have Wales, Albania, and Croatia making it into the European playoff. Now, so we have the 12 European playoff teams, but there's actually 4 additional spots, and that'll be based on the UEFA Nations League rankings of these sort of things. Now, because of certain things I've already said, because either one of these teams finished first or second in their qualifying groups, which means that 4 teams that did not finish in first or second in their groups will qualify for the playoff. I have, the 4 teams down there: North Macedonia, Northern Ireland, Moldova, and San Marino. San Marino would be 2 games away from making it into the World Cup. Believe it or not, San fucking Marino. There we go, people. So, excuse the sort of indent on part 2, but I did the little draw itself, and this is the pots, and then I rearranged this into 4 different paths, and here we go. Like that. We have in path A, we have Croatia, Sweden, Norway, and Northern Ireland. In path B, we have Hungary, Wales, Albania, and San Marino. In Path C, we have Ukraine, Greece, Slovakia, and Moldova. And Path D, we have Austria, Turkey, Poland, and North Macedonia. Now, what are the matchups? We have Croatia against Northern Ireland, and then Sweden and Norway. Wow, that's going to be great. We have Hungary, San Marino, and then in the middle, we have Wales, Albania. In Path C, we have Ukraine versus Moldova, and in the middle, Greece versus Slovakia. And then Path D, we have Austria versus North Macedonia, and then in the middle is Turkey versus Poland. So these are the teams I have making it into the playoff finals of Europe. Oh, well, okay. It does look a bit bad in terms of placement there. So we'll just skip that. Basically, this is the playoff final. There we go. Much more better. Much more easy for you guys to see. We have in Path A, we have Sweden and Northern Ireland. We have Hungary versus Wales. We have Ukraine versus Greece. And we have Austria versus Poland. So I will pick one team that will qualify for the World Cup, and the other will not make the World Cup. So who's going to make it? Well, the teams I have qualifying through the European playoff are these teams. I have Sweden, Hungary, Greece, and Austria making it through the European playoff, just narrowly qualifying for the World Cup itself. So that's how's it going to work out for Europe. So here we go. We have the 16 European teams in the 2026 FIFA World Cup. I am predicting. I have in order Austria, Belgium, Czech Republic, Denmark, England, France, Germany, Greece, Hungary, Italy, Netherlands, Portugal, Romania, obviously, Spain, Viva España, obviously, Sweden, and Switzerland. So those are the European teams. So let's update the map. There we go. The European teams have now been updated. There you go. The 16 European teams have now been completed. Now it's time for one last bit, the Intercontinental Play-off. Right there. And the reason why I have two balls on UAE and Nigeria, I predict that they will be in the playoff final, which means that it'll be between Guatemala, Honduras, Bolivia, and New Caledonia. They'll be making it into the semifinal, and then they play each other and then make the final. So I think I will have Honduras versus Bolivia, I believe, and Guatemala against New Caledonia. And the teams I have making it into the playoff finals are Guatemala and Bolivia, and they will join Nigeria and UAE as well, which means here are the playoff final. So I have to pick two of the four teams essentially to be making it into the 2026 FIFA World Cup. The final two spots between United Arab Emirates, Nigeria, Guatemala, and Bolivia. And the two teams that I have qualifying for the 2026 FIFA World Cup are these two teams, United Arab Emirates and Guatemala. There you go. I have the two teams there, United Arab Emirates and surprisingly Guatemala, which means Nigeria gets knocked out. Woo. So I have those two teams completing the 48 teams. And then if we update the map, there we go. You see there are no more playoff like that beige tan color. I have my predicted 48 teams for the 2026 FIFA World Cup. There you go. In all of its glory, basically. So I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Obviously, this is my 48 teams. We'll go back there. My 48 teams for the 2026 FIFA World Cup. Obviously, before we end it, please do hit the subscribe button on this video. Well, actually, subscribe to the channel. I mean, like the video, comment your predictions, your reactions, whatever. And obviously, let me quickly just go to the X Twitter thread. So as I said, please do join. Well, actually, over here. Please do join that. Just go on at sk_football 1907 International Football Guru SK. It is the pinned tweet, the pin post on their Twitter X basically. So yeah, as I said, people, please do join. The deadline is coming up very soon, so it will be greatly appreciated, I would say, to make it there. But as I said, subscribe to the channel, like the video, and yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this nice little almost 21-minute video. And as I said, peace.